Good afternoon. You are watching the Mello TV Afternoon News Brief. I'm Javon Thomas, and here are the top stories making headlines at this hour. Chinese workers at Montego Bay Hospital construction site strike over unpaid wages. High alert issued for missing Kingston and St. Catherine teens, Rohan, Dixon, and Jeleise Bernard. Justice Pusey condemns rise in sexual offences as an indictment on our society. And now the details. Several Chinese nationals working on the construction of the child and adolescent hospital in Montego Bay have gone on strike, reportedly over unpaid wages for the past 6 months. The workers have stopped work and gathered at the entrance of the site, visibly determined to have their concerns addressed, despite the challenges posed by the language barrier. In response, the management has initiated efforts to engage with the workers in hopes of resolving the issue. We will continue to follow this developing story and provide updates in our upcoming newscasts. A high alert has been activated for 12-year-old Rohan Dixon, a student of Benbow Street, Kingston 12, who has been missing since August. He was reported missing on Tuesday, September 16. He is of dark complexion, medium build, and is about 5 feet tall. Reports from the Admiraltown Police are that Rohan was last seen sometime in August. However, his mode of dress at the time is unknown. He is known to frequent the Halfway Tree and downtown Kingston areas. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Rohan Dixon is asked to contact the Admiraltown Police at 876-922-5362, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Meanwhile, an Ananda alert has been activated for 15-year-old Jeleise Bernard, a student of Orangefield District, Linstead, St. Catherine, who has been missing since Monday, September 15. She is of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 5 feet tall. Reports from the Linstead police are that at about 7:30 a.m., Jeleise was last seen at home wearing a white blouse, purple tunic, and a pair of black shoes. All efforts to contact her have proven futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Jeleise Bernard is asked to contact the Linstead Police at 876-515-2689, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. An indictment on our society was how the Honorable Mr. Justice Leighton Pusey described the disturbing rise in sexual offences across the island. Justice Pusey was speaking at the ceremonial opening of the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston yesterday. Justice Pusey, while outlining that these cases are not new to the court, stressed that the issue is now receiving wider public attention.
The public domain, we have also been speaking a lot recently about the growth in amount of sexual offenses. That is something which is new in the press and in other areas. These are matters that we have been saying in court for maybe the last 10 years, Madam Director, or more. And it is an indictment on our society that so many of these matters in terms of sexual offenses appear, because it does not matter the age of the complainant in these matters. It is serious whether they are adults or otherwise. But it is even more concerning when so many of the complainants are young children who ought to be looking at other things. So while we all look to see that we can ensure that the courts are more efficient and that we can deal with more matters, we need to ensure that as a society, we are in the place where we recognize that we truly have an issue with crime.
Looking ahead, Justice Pusey called for greater collective responsibility in tackling crime and supporting victims and witnesses.
To be able to encourage persons to stand up and give evidence. We need to be able to deal with persons as a society, and especially the arms of government who have these particular responsibilities. We need to have situations where those persons who come to court as witnesses or to support witnesses don't feel ostracized and have to feel as if they are being persecuted by coming to court. We need to make giving evidence something which is easier, and that it is something that is welcome.
From the Mello TV News Center, I am Javon Thomas. Good afternoon.